Hi everyone, how you doing? How's your day been so far? Marixa, thank you. I told her earlier she's got just the sweetest presentation voice. I really could listen to her all day long. I have to tell you, when I arrived this morning at 7:30, I knew one person. And since then, I have met so many amazing people. And I've just been so impressed with today's content, and it's really an honor to be here. So, having said that, let me talk to you about why I'm here. The Care Services team has asked me to talk with you about guided meditation, and not just talk with you about it, but to offer you an actual meditation. So, why? I mean, why are we going to do this? And why is it important to me? Why do I want to talk to you about this? It's because at Suncoast Hospice, Empath Health, where I work, we have, within the last year, instituted a program of guided meditation for our patients. And we did some research ahead of time before we adopted that program, and we looked to a gentleman by the name of Dr. Richard Miller, who had done research on the effects of guided meditation with veterans who were suffering from PTSD. And his goal, as you can imagine, was to alleviate tension, anxiety, stress, etc. A lot of people, when they hear guided meditation, they think, woo-woo, or it's out there, or I can't do that. But what he found in the course of his research was that the meditation actually had physical effects. And I want to tell you what 4 of them were in the negative, meaning they lowered pain, it lowered anxiety, it lowered stress. And there's one other I always forget, so I'm going to look and see what it was. I can't find it. Thoughts and anxiety. But what he also found is that it increased in 4 areas. It enhanced sleep, it improved coping skills, it improved the ability to focus, and it also allowed for an overall feeling of well-being. So what he found was very, very physical, and it also led to decreases in hormone levels, it improved blood circulation, it improved immune function, and it improved disease-fighting chemicals. So with those research-based findings, we decided this was something we needed to offer to our patients. And in order to do that, we developed an 8-hour training program. And in that training program, we teach 10 different techniques. I'm only going to share one of them with you today. But in our 8-hour training program, we not only train our patient and family support volunteers, of which I was one before I became full-time with hospice, we also train our nurses, our physicians, our social workers, our counselors, massage therapists, home health aides. Did I mention chaplains? We train our staff across the board so that they can incorporate this into their care. So, why am I telling you all this? Well, it's because at hospice, our patients are nearing the end of their life, and their caregivers are understandably impacted by everything that entails. So, increasing those feelings of well-being and lowering those feelings of tension and stress is obviously very, very important. But before I get into any of this, can I ask all of you a question? How many of you are dog lovers? Do I have any dog lovers out there? Oh, that got your attention. Good, okay. Well, how many of you dog lovers have ever endeavored to paper train a new puppy? Anybody meet with success or lack of success with that? So when you've been trying to paper train that puppy, have you found that the puppy tends to wander off the paper? So what do? Do you yell at the puppy? Of course not. I mean, you might be inclined to, and maybe we have once or twice, but don't you really just pick the puppy up and put the puppy gently back on the paper? And then what does the puppy do? Wanders off again. So what do? You pick the puppy up and you put the puppy back on the paper, yes? Why am I talking to you about puppies? What does this have to do with anything? Well, how many of you have ever tried meditating before? And you find your mind wandering off the paper, so to speak. If you're like me, you've been a horrible success. I mean, a horrible success with initial attempts at meditation. And then what happens? You say things like, I can't meditate, I can't do this, I'm no good, bad mind, or in my case, bad Judie. And so we talk unkindly to ourselves. We say things to ourselves that we'd never say to our best friend, and it certainly isn't how we would treat the puppy. So my suggestion to you today is that as we do a meditation together, think of yourself as that sweet, adorable, slow-to-learn puppy. And if your mind is wandering, just pick it back up and put it back on the paper. Can I get an amen? Okay, good. I'm glad we're willing to try that. So, the technique I want to share with you today of the 10 techniques that we've learned from Dr. Miller and we teach our volunteers and our staff members, this one is called Finding Your Inner Resource. And the reason I've chosen it is because it's not going to be just once and done in this room. It can be, that's fine. But it's also something that you can take with you and use in your own daily life when those pressures are mounting, when that stress level's going up, and you want to return to a calmer, more relaxed state. We're actually going to create a place that you can return to. So my question for you is, are you willing to try it? Are you willing to go along on the ride with me? I see lots of nods, and I really appreciate that. So let me think if there's anything else I need to suggest to you before we get going. The doors are closed, which is awesome, because we want the people in the hallway to enjoy themselves, and we don't want you to be interrupted by their enjoyment. All righty? So at this juncture, I'm going to ask you to just get as comfortable as you absolutely can. Just really, I saw a gentleman just put his head on his companion's shoulder. That's really comfortable. I love it. Take in a really nice, long, deep breath. And just let it out. Do that one more time. Nice, long breath in. Nice, deep breath out. With your eyes gently closed, bring to mind a serene and beautiful place that is meaningful to you. One that prompts feelings of well-being and peace. Maybe the feelings of well-being and peace come from the thought of a beloved person, maybe an animal you adore, maybe it's a special color, an object or a symbol that you treasure. With the memory that you choose, take a few moments to imagine all the feelings around it. Imagine the sounds, smells, touch, and tastes that go along with this memory. We'll just take a few moments here. When you think of that memory, where in your body do you feel the sensation of well-being and peace? Just acknowledge where you feel it. Now, allow your senses to open to the sounds around you. the sensation of your body touching the surface that's supporting you, the relaxed heaviness in your shoulders, arms, and hands, the gentle rise and release of your abdomen with each breath, the sensation of your entire body without thinking, just being. Bring your attention to the feeling of each exhalation as it leaves the body. Notice the temperature of the air. Feel how deeply your body accepts it. Be aware of the movements of your muscles with each expansion of your lungs. For a few breaths, after you inhale, then exhale through your mouth and feel yourself settling, relaxing, and letting go. Inhaling and exhaling through your mouth and letting go. Releasing any thoughts. Welcome in the feeling of being at ease throughout your entire body and mind in this moment. As you continue to rest with your eyes closed, your body is relaxed, your heart is soft and open. Just breathe. With each breath, realize that you are connected to this beautiful earth and to the others in this group. You are open to the realization that you can affect yourself and others in such a positive way. Take a moment to soften your heart, to receive that awareness. Take a few breaths and relax into it. Feel it. Imagine all of us connected with loving intention at this time. Hear these words. Just for this moment, my mind is quiet. My heart is at peace. We are resting in that knowledge, grounded in love and compassion. We are all connected by the same light, to each other and to the divine. And as you continue to rest heavily into what is supporting you, recognize who you are, your quiet strength, your perseverance. In this moment, you are in harmony with all that is. Quiet strength, perseverance, balanced in harmony. Now bring your attention to your inner resource, that person, place, pet, or object that is meaningful to you and brings you peace. Allow this memory to emerge as a felt sense within your body. Recognize the feelings that you associate with being secure and at ease. Feelings that bring you a sense of well-being. Notice specifically where and how in your body you feel the sensation of well-being. When you locate it, breathe in deeply to that place and release. Now let go of the specific memory and stay focused on the peaceful sensation in that place in your body. And take a few gentle breaths with this new awareness. What words would you use to describe to yourself what and how you're feeling? Say those words to yourself. Let them drift around as you feel the peaceful sensation in your body. Affirm to yourself that you can return to this place of well-being at any time during your day, whenever you feel the need to feel secure, calm, and at ease. And when it feels right, begin to move your body gently. Allow your eyes to softly open and continue to enjoy the experience of your inner resource. As you come back to the room, metaphorically speaking, you have several options. You can stay there, you can sit as long as you want with your eyes closed. If you wish, at some point, you can consider sharing what you experienced with your neighbor, your friend, your companion. If you're the kind of person who enjoys journaling, you might wish to record your thoughts or write them down at some point, capturing what you saw, felt, heard, or experienced. It may be something you want to remember, that feeling of peace, that particular location, that sense of being with that favorite animal, or that beautiful sensation. Sometimes when we offer guided meditation in a small group, we'll ask if anyone wants to share what they experienced. Not the particulars, that can be very personal, and it's never our intent to intrude or invade anyone's privacy, but just the experience itself. So even though we're a large group, we have a few minutes, and so I'll just put it out to you if anyone wishes to share. Oh my goodness, I see a microphone in the back. There is a lovely person with a microphone if anyone would like to share what that experience was like, with music in the background to accompany you. I know, we're all starting to jive to the music now. We may have moved out of our meditative state, and that's okay. So my next request is simply this. I would like to leave the stage as quietly as possible so that if any of you are still in that state where you're enjoying your thoughts, your feelings of that beautiful sensation. So I'm going to ask you to do what we do when I train hospice volunteers. By way of applause, it looks like this. And I'm just going to leave the stage, and thank you very much.